Hi there. We are starting our glute activation with our TheraBand. We will start in a supine position. Those legs are a little bit wider than the hips. We have activation into the band already, and those arms are just resting down into the floor. Start to press the knees out into that band. Feel those abdominals hug in and up towards your ribs, and then release the tension from the band. We'll try and keep the knees away from each other really the whole time, even in the release. So you're never really fully letting go, but you're staying in control, smooth control the whole time. You got it. Exhale as you start to press out and return. You can check in how the spine feels into the floor. We have that tailbone heavy, that natural arch of the lower back. We're not trying to overarch. Then you'll start to feel that lower back get a little angry at you. Those ribs are relaxing, taking up space into the floor. Just about 2 more here. Going for 10 reps really throughout our whole series today. Those knees are pressing out slightly into the band. Hands are on the mat. Start to tuck the tailbone up to the ceiling and then release right back down. So we're essentially just moving through our imprint and through that neutral. Exhale, imprint, and neutral. This can be super quick, these little series that you can add to your day. Maybe whenever someone is taking a little nap, right before you take a nap. Just 2 more. A little tuck of the tailbone and release. 1 more tuck of the tailbone and release. Now we're continuing that tuck, lifting the pelvis off the mat, the lowest back, the ribs lifting up, up, up. And then we're melting down, softening through the sternum, the ribs, the lower back, pelvis, finding that neutral at the bottom. Then scooping the core, lift the hips up to the ceiling, nice and high. And then melt that spine down 1 vertebra at a time. Going for just 2 more here. Rolling those hips up. Melting right back down. 1 more. Roll those hips up to the sky. And we'll hold here, and we'll go for our 10 pulses. Out into the band, out, out. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Melt it all the way down into the mat. Take that moment here, and exhale, roll right back up. Good for that smooth articulation of the spine, how we're really stretching. Now just your right knee will pulse out into the band for 10 times. You can even hold on to your hips. Feel how steady the hips are even throughout that activation and isolation of those the movement of the leg. Just 3 more. And 2. And 1, go for that left side. Just the left is pulsing out. We have that smooth amount of pressure the entire time. Try not to be abrupt. We are in control of those hips. Good, just 3, 2, 1. Melt the spine down into the mat. Take a nice moment here. You can rock those hips. You can bring those knees into the chest. If you need to pause the video and go for some stretches of your choice, go for it. Otherwise, we are carrying on into our clams. So we'll feel that the body is in a nice long line from the tailbone to the head. We'll have the top hand pressing the top hip away, already creating a little lift of the bottom waistline. That is those abdominals already scooping and hollowing out. We are going to start with that top knee pressing up into the band, into that clam shell, and then right back down. Again, think small, controlled movement, staying away from any abrupt positioning or pressing for that leg. Deep, deep breath. We'll go for 10 in each little variation here. If you need to take a break at any moment, go for it. Listen to your body. And 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Going into our parallel. The foot is relaxed as we lift. We're trying to release our bottom side as well. Sometimes that side is already actually activating. It wants to take over. Don't let it. Focus on that top side. For 5. For 4. 3. 2. 1. Take a little breather, circle time. That knee will lift up. We'll trace a circle with our kneecap, moving around for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse under for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a breather. Give it a pat, pat, pat. It did a great job. A lot of work. We will bring both knees into the chest. Give them a nice little hug. Move them over to the left shoulder, to the right shoulder. A little tick-tock. You can even go into a figure 4 if you want to for this side. If you need to pause the video and go for it, do it. Listen to your body. We're going into the next side right away. We're laying down onto the arm. The bottom side is lifted up from the mat. We have that 90-degree angle at the hip, 90-degree angle at the knee. Press that top hip away and start that clam. Lifting just the top knee up and down. Nice slow control movement. Exhale and return. Sometimes this second side is a little more challenging because the bottom side is still firing and you're feeling that burn still, but just start to focus, maybe move a little bit slower so that we're starting to feel that activation for your top gluteus medius, right underneath that maximus muscle. It'll get a little shaky. For 4, and 3, and 2, 1. Parallel lift. Exhale, lifting up, returning down. I'm basically touching my chair the whole time. Ready? Up and down. We have 8, 7, 6, 5. Think of Chick-fil-A. Reward is coming. Wonder if they're doing delivery now. So many places are. It's really gotta have that. Gotta do it. Last one. Good. Take a breather. We have our circles next. Almost there. Lifting up. Circle up and around for that kneecap. Think of tracing a little apple or orange. Get all those vitamins. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. It's burning. 2, 1. Reverse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! We made it. Ooh, it burns. Now take that band off. Yay! Figure 4 it out. We are going to crisscross the right ankle bone over the left knee. Pull the left thigh into your chest. Feel those ribs into that mat. You can even feel your lower back pressing down into the mat and that tuck of the tailbone. Just feel that stretch this way first. And then go into your neutral. Keep pulling those legs into you and feel how that changes the stretch for the right glute. Now you can go right back into the tuck of the tailbone and add a little rock from right to left. Deep, deep breath. We'll switch those legs. Here, the left ankle bone will cross over the right. We'll bring both legs into the chest. We'll feel that stretch as our lower back is moving into the mat. We have that imprint. Our left elbow is pushing the left thigh away. I like to add that. It adds a little bit of that resistance to get deeper into your stretch. Now go for the neutral. So we have that little arch of our lower back. We're still pulling the right thigh into the chest and feeling that stretch deepen into that left hip where that gluteus medius was activated all throughout that sideline series and shoulder bridges. Go right back into the imprint. Tuck the tailbone and add that little rock from left hip to right hip. Going for that little stretch, side to side. And release those legs all the way down. You can roll to one side, press up with your hands, and awesome job.